I can see Pooh switching up characters here as well. He's been telling me he wants Villager to be his mate, so. But no, he's sticking with his puff.
He's a god puff. Why stop with something that works? Why stop with something that gets you top 4 choice?
Pink Fluff Boys? Oh wow. So they are actually doing this ditto. It might be a slow ditto. Or not a ditto. Sorry. Every time I see them, I think they're the same character, but they're not.
They're somewhat the same.
It might be a slow match.
They are the same in some aspects, being that they have similar range. Kirby has his uppercutter in this matchup that's a projectile.
I mean, Kirby has a faster playstyle, but...
Kirby faster, yeah. But it's like mostly... I think it's going to be hard for either of them to get in.
They still rely on a lot of spacing, though. Both characters.
I feel like Kirby's going to get a lot more when he gets in, but it's going to be harder for either of them to get in. Jigglypuff probably wants to play this very defensively.
However, he is doing a pretty good job against a floaty like Puff.
Yeah, he already has him almost at kill percent, which is another thing with this matchup. Both characters die pretty early.
What's Kirby's best kill option?
His most, what is his most safe option? Back air is not too committal, so that's a good option.
Is his up smash laggy, or?
His up smash is good for punishing landings, I believe. Down air combos into up smash around now, actually, I think.
His F smash seems pretty safe.
Or down air down smash, that's what I meant. That's something that you see.
Back throw, maybe you could up throw to the ledge.
Yeah, up throw will definitely be very useful in a little
now
bit.
Being on stage.
That's another really safe thing that Kirby has. If he gets a grab, he has a kill throw, consistent option.
On most characters, it kills way later, but since this is Puff, it probably could kill pretty early. Like
yeah,
right now.
and considering that Kirby also has 74% on rage already, up throw?
No. Down throw. Or forward throw, same thing. The animation's really similar. Oh, going for that rest, but down B.
That was the bait.
The double down B.
That was the bait. Alright, Lan taking the first stock here then.
He knows his Kirby fundamentals.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of his
Kirby combos.
I'm seeing a lot of his stuff link. So that's very good to have. Consistency. Who actually made him use all of his jumps to make it back there? I wonder if he could do something off that to get a kill.
I guess this is a little weird for a Puff matchup because the other character has more than 2 jumps. And Puffs are used to gimping people on their second jump. So that might be a little weird for Pooh.
Yeah, like what I noticed on that exchange before Kirby died, he actually had to use all of his jumps to make it back to the stage. So if Pooh can be out there and put out a dominating presence, he could probably force that into him. And maybe get something off of it.
A solid amount of knockback, already at 60%. Up air.
That was a good mix-up. I think it covered the air dodge.
Pooh's starting to come back a little bit. Reading that jump. Wow, fair. Momentum shifted pretty well there, actually.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He made the right choices at the end, and he got that. Very solid.
Switching to Rob. Yes. Now Beat Boop will just demolish Puff. Oh yeah.
I don't want No, sorry, I don't.
Okay, we're gonna see Final Destination from Rob. Interesting. I feel like he might be picking this. I think he's picking this stage to punish Jigglypuff landings, but Jigglypuff has a lot of jumps to not really do that. It's also kind of consistent for his up throw.
I generally think a flat stage is good for Puff. Stages with platforms can kind of screw with Puff.
Pretty much every stage but Final Destination has platforms.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
However, I would say that Duck Hunt and Lilac are really good for Jigglypuff just because she has a lot of space to maneuver around and just force you to approach. And Lilac gimps. Lilac, she gimps early. So that's a thing to watch out for.
Gets the grab, down throw. No air dodge, weird.
That was good, actually.
Good jump, though.
Using Nair, because he knows that stays... That's a... Jigglypuff's Nair, it actually stays... It's known for staying out a little bit.
A long-lasting hitbox, yeah.
Yeah, it cut off the up air very nicely. So I don't know if he can actually do anything about that. Maybe he has to wait even
Rob
longer.
was at that golden percent. Now he's not anymore.
Not sure. I'm
Reading
liking
that
this.
roll.
I'm liking this shield pressure from Pooh here.
I'm noticing whoever's controlling center stage is doing pretty well.
Oh, punishing that up throw.
Up throw will kill.
I mean, punishing that pound rather. They put a good amount of shield pressure, but he's able to get it all back just from that star KO. So
But it is Puff.
not too much there.
So Puff, singing on the ledge.
That's actually something that could work. Like he could get up, sing, and then sing cancel onto the ledge again.
Random rollout. Flub boys.
Nah. He believes in the ruler Chris Cat. Roll out in neutral. We miss you, Chris.
Viable strat. I don't know if you want to be above Rob. If you're Puff, especially. Gets a grab. Jab, grab, actually. Nice.
So it doesn't work. It
Puff
sent
flying way too high.
Yeah, it sent Jigglypuff a bit higher there. I don't think
Guess he
the
uses
Nair would
double
actually
jump.
save him at that time.
Just uses double jump to connect that.
Yeah, Jigglypuff can just get out of that for free now. He doesn't have to throw out an air.
The higher the percent gets as well, it's not going to connect.
This is getting scary for, well, the beat boop isn't going to connect exactly, but, Rob is just keeping, Puff out. Making it very, very hard.
Doing a good job at walling out Puff, which is something that Puff does to other people,
Up throw
not really.
again. Yep.
Exactly 150% rage, exactly max rage. Killing at like 90 or so.
Yeah. Are we going to see the switch to Villager, do you think?
Maybe. I feel like that is a good matchup against Rob. Especially since you can pocket the gyros. No switch. Staying
That's
Puff.
okay. I like the idea of Villager because Villager has that forwarder and backer that can really put a lot
I
of
would
pressure
say,
on Rob. But we're not going to do that.
Dreamland is a good pick maybe.
Dreamland?
For Puff, yeah.
Why would you say that exactly?
Lower walls, or farther walls. She can still get sent off the top relatively early.
I think this is a very...
off the side, she has a better chance of living.
Okay. It seems very risky, though, as a pick, because not only does Rob have a lower ceiling to kill off of, he also has platforms. If he can be below... Actually, no, it doesn't work.
This
with
is
the
generally a
middle
good
platform
stage for floaties.
Oh yeah, floaties can also cover the platforms very well just because, well, Jigglypuff in general, because she's so fast in the air.
And Pooh's shield getting a little low there. And as we all know, that Puff doesn't want a shield broken.
Land recovering high.
Oh, going for that
Ah,
that air oh yeah. Full charge F smash will kill at 60-ish.
Jordan, I feel like Jordan's being a bit of a daredevil right now, actually. Not only picking a Dreamland against Rob, but also going for a rest punish at that
You're
percent.
playing a little, how do I put it?
What are we doing?
A little aggressive. Way too aggressive.
I mean, that aggression did get him that backer.
Jab battle, I guess.
Alright, that backer.
Momentum back in his favor a little bit.
A little bit.
Gets a grab.
That's probably going to be Poop,
Beat
yeah.
Boop. Oh my god. Almost killing it like 20. Imagine if that was on the top platform.
I didn't even think about that. Back throw.
Spot dodge to fair.
He's starting to take this control back, actually.
I thought he was going to go for that roll read. Getting spiked.
Oh, shoot.
Momentum was in his favor too, but he played a little unsafe on the ledge, and that's what cost him the set.
I feel like you don't want to go off stage if Rob isn't off stage in that matchup. Just because he has that downer, and Jigglypuff doesn't exactly have a recovery that can really recover from being spiked.
I feel like in any matchup, if your opponent isn't off stage, why should you jump off stage?
That's also a thing.
Because you're losing, you're at a disadvantage already.
You're losing stage control.
if you're off stage.
And you don't want to lose stage control.
No, that's a big part of this game.